Hey everybody.
Hey y'all.
Oh, here these comments coming in. Hello, girl. Go hustler. Cool gamer. Donzel.
Hey.
Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome to,
Lady Dagger status.
I was going to say the daily shift. Mm.
Come on now. That must mean it's time to bring the late daily shift back.
Welcome to the Garden Girls Chatting Chew. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I am Rashida Monique. I am one of the hosts of this beautiful panel. Here talking about garden things. I garden in Michigan, Zone 6A. I garden in containers, in ground and raised beds. Here in they call it the Midwest. Y'all know until I started gardening, I just thought I was in the East. I don't know. I didn't know where I was. But anyway, amen. Praise God. So we thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for joining. Listen, before I let the ladies loose, because y'all going to ask me, where's Lisa? Where Lisa? Where Lisa? Lisa's out enjoying her family, okay, in the summertime. So that's where Lisa is, okay?
Where's
She out
Jackie? Where's Jackie?
minding her business. Now, where Jacqueline went to, I don't know. But prayerfully, she be back before her turn come. So
Right.
come on and join us. If you haven't shared, go ahead and share out. Invite your friends, your family, your enemies to this broadcast. Share as a post on your channels if you'll be so kind. If you are watching on Facebook, you do have to give StreamYard permission before we can see your comments. But if you don't want to do all that, come on over to YouTube, okay? To one of these four channels. You have Rashida Monique, you have Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, CC Texas Garden, and Four Seasons Garden with Jacqueline. So come on over um, to the platform so that we can see your comments. So we appreciate you all for being here on this Sunday evening. Now we're going to go ahead into our introductions. So go ahead, ladies. I'm gonna let y'all go whatever order y'all want. I'm gonna mute my mic just in case I have to cough or whatever. And as I slurp on these noodles and sip on this throat coat tea, okay?
Well done. Well, I'll go ahead and go first because one of the first things I was going to say anyway, if you guys haven't already picked up, our Roshida Monique is not feeling very well. And so we will be helping to compensate for her leading the panel discussion on tonight. So, for those that know me, hello. For those that do not know me, I am Shelly, the host of Shelly's Homestead Hideaway Gardening in Zone 7B in the beautiful state of Maryland. I grow in raised beds, pots, self-irrigating pots, regular pots, and anything that I can put some soil and some seeds in, I'm willing to grow in it. Okay. That's it from an introduction.
Okay. I am Cynthia from CC's Texas Garden. I am in zone 8B, 9A. I'm in Texas, y'all. And over here I'm growing in the ground, in containers, in raised beds, and I also grow indoors hydroponically. And right now, I'm getting ready for fall. So I am planting a lot of fall seeds in my hydroponics indoors to get them ready to be transplanted. So thank y'all for being here.
All right, last but not least, I'm Jacqueline Phillips. I am Four Seasons Garden. I am in Virginia, Zone 7A, Master Gardener, class of 2025. So excited about that. Can't
Woo!
say it enough. Love being a Master Gardener. And I grow primarily in self-irrigated planters, so SIPs. And then I do hydroponics inside year-round. I like lettuce for my salads. And then that's pretty much how I garden right now.
All right. Two. All right. She just gonna cue us.
She's
All
like, wait a
right.
minute,
So right
I
now,
couldn't should have waited longer.
Right now, we are going to move into our 2 week update, garden updates. So why don't we can just go on in reverse. So Jacqueline, do you want to give us your 2 week update?
Sure. So I want to make sure I don't talk too much because I'll give you everything. Um,
Listen, girl, talk as much or as little as
so
you would like.
intros and I guess garden and purchase updates. So garden updates is you guys know I like my Facebook Marketplace. So
Is that an igloo cooler?
it is an igloo cooler. It runs about $60 for those 10-gallon ones. I got it
Uh-huh.
for $20 on
Let me
Facebook
find out. You
Marketplace.
got that for the chickens.
You got it. It's to water. Give my waters continual water. I can actually that will last for 11 days with my chickens, so I can fill it up. And all I have to do is go out and put. They tell you to put frozen water bottles in it daily to keep the water cool. And so I'll just keep swapping out those water bottles. I'll put some in, take them out, and then the next day swap them out. And it keeps it's like ice, fancy ice cubes. So I don't have
That's
to
awesome.
so that's my purchase. My other purchase, oh, I left it in the car. I plan on brooding more chickens next year. So the lamps normally cost about $25, $30 for them. Another Facebook Marketplace. I just picked that up on my way here. $6 for it. So um let's see. I picked up an extra $6. That's supposed to be my magic number. Um, and that's and then kind of a I'll do that like later. So that's my garden updates as far as that part.
All right. CC?
Okay. All right. For my garden update, um, I have been growing hydroponically indoors, getting ready for my fall garden plants. So, why am I growing them indoors instead of outside? It's too hot, and they will bolt, and the bugs will eat them. And so I'm growing indoors my cabbages, my greens, anything I want to start, broccolis. I'm starting them indoors so that they can get some strong roots when I do plant them outdoors. As for the outdoors, now I'm saying we're hot, but we have not been as hot as usual because we pass it on to the East Coast. And so they have been enjoying the hot heat that we usually have here that helps things to grow much quicker. So um, my tomatoes have kind of slowed down. I still have tomatoes out there, but they have slowed down. Peppers are doing good. Um, they're enjoying where I put them in the raised bed. So I'm still harvesting a lot of peppers, and my Chinese long noodle beans are enjoying the heat as well. Um, and so I have had to put some shade cloth on some of my things out there because it's just they don't like summer. So that is pretty much my update.
All right. All right. So I guess that leaves me and then Sheeta if she has anything she wants to add. Let me see. My 2 week update. Did I purchase anything? I was just sharing with the ladies backstage that I purchased a trash can. Why a trash can? A 32-ounce trash can. I bought that 32-ounce trash can so that I can use it to mix up my fertilizer.
32 gallon.
32 gallon.
There you go.
I said what did I not say that?
You said ounce.
Oh, thank you, Sheeta Boo. 32 gallons. 32-gallon trash can. And so I'll be able to use that trash can to mix up my batches of fish emulsion and any other fertilizer that I'm going to do, and was able to fertilize the garden. Maybe we'll talk about what happened, what didn't happen later on in the chat, but that was a purchase. I also, while I was at Wally World, purchased two ceramic, they were glazed decorated ceramic containers that are good for outdoors as well as indoors. I bought two of them. They were on their rollback pricing. They were $17.50, which I thought was a steal for some heavy ceramic containers. Did I buy anything else? I don't think so. I think I've dialed back the purchases for the garden lately. Now, as far as updates in the garden, what has been happening? Am I doing that, or are we just doing purchases?
No, update.
Updates in general.
2 week garden update.
So I'm trying to look at, okay. So I purchased, I mean not purchased, I harvested my onions, y'all. Oh my God. I don't even think, did I send y'all a picture of it, ladies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe at some point I'll try to pull the picture up and share it on here. But I harvested my onions. I think I posted on my community. I'm not 100%, y'all. Um, Harvested onions. I harvested a ton. Cece, you can be like, what? How? I harvested a ton of ground cherries yesterday.
I just mm,
Listen, how many plants you got?
one.
That's the thing. I had one plant last year, and I felt like it was just enough just to get a little sample.
Mm-hmm.
I got, I think, 4 or 5 plants out there
Okay.
that are doing amazing, and I've got a ton of ground
Okay.
cherries.
Yeah.
So if you want a lot of them, you got to plant more plants.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have it, this is my caveat. If you don't have it where your ground cherries can fall on something other than your soil, it might not be best to do that.
I know. I'm surviving off that. That's one that volunteered that came up
Every
in my
year.
pepper bed, and so and it's big. It's a big one, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So I have also just on yesterday when I was out in the garden, I'm thinking I'm just going out there to primarily fertilize and, harvest a few things. But let me tell you something. When you are lacking in faith in what you are doing in the garden, let me tell you, God will remind you that you're doing a good thing. Because when I went out there yesterday and I was just like, oh, I got some cucumbers over here. Oh, I got some squash over here. I got some eggplant over here. I got some cherries. Like I was out there harvesting all the things, corn, cucumbers, ground cherries, cherry tomatoes, beans. I'm looking at a picture, reminding myself, eggplant. And I have finally harvested some truly salvageable orange accordion tomatoes. Baby, that's some work. Trying to get these orange accordion tomatoes to harvest is some work because the ones that I have harvested prior to, they were blossom end rot at the bottom. Or I had one sitting out in the garage that I thought was going to be fine. And I go out there and it's seeping because I guess it was something on it. I said, Lord, today. But I'm grateful nonetheless. I also harvested peppers yesterday. The Santa Fe peppers that I told y'all I had way too many plants. I got way too many plants. What else? Garden update. I think that is pretty much it in the garden because it's been raining a lot here. So I was actually not able to get out in the garden pretty much all week. So yesterday was the reason why it was such a full day for me. But it was beneficial and it encouraged my heart to keep on keeping on. Oh, I also planted some more asparagus crowns that I had still sitting in a container in the on the patio, but they were still doing what they needed to do, sending up shoots. So with that, Rashida Monique, do you have anything you want to share in the garden update?
Let me tell y'all. I had intentions on going out there. I ain't go. But I did take a look. I did take a look. I have some seeds. I have some seeds to harvest. I have some herbs to harvest. And then I got some stuff just to take out. Okay. So that's pretty much where my garden is. It's steady overgrown. We got quite a bit of rain. Um We got quite a bit of rain this. Oh, okay. Anyway, we got quite a bit of rain these past 2 weeks, but we did have quite a bit of heat, and sun. We did get a little bit of smoke. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we got a little bit of smoke as well from Canada. But all in all, it's been decent weather. Um, and I got some seeds in the mail. So I'm in a garden club. I don't know, Shelly put in for some. I didn't put in to grow any seeds because it's a whole thing to grow seeds for the seed swap, but I didn't put in to get some free seeds. And so they sent me this one collard that I had never. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this off. That I had never. Well. That I never seen before. And it is. I don't know if you can see that. It is the mini. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Mini Mazel cabbage collard. Mini Mazel cabbage collard.
I haven't grown cabbage collard.
Me either. But that sounds like something to put in there for the fall. That's what it sounds like. So I was excited about that. Other than that, haven't purchased anything for the garden. Yeah, and that's all that I have. That's all that I have.
All right.
I think we put purchases with the garden update.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, oh y'all, if
No,
y'all want
we
to
did have harvest updates was a separate title.
but it's okay. We can go in depth, I guess. Jacqueline says she'll be back because she's having internet issues. We're gonna keep moving, right?
Yep.
And I'm gonna put this up there. Midsummer plantings. Midsummer plantings are not your fall plantings. So midsummer plantings. You know, succession planting. Sorry.
So what exactly is a midsummer planting?
Yes, let's say your succession planting. Let's say if you wanted more yellow squash, more zucchini, that you was going to put some more out. Somebody's doing a succession of tomatoes, of determinate tomatoes, to make sure they get some more before the season is over. So midsummer plantings. Go ahead.
I'll go. I have replanted my squash out there because the squash vine board took them out. So I replanted zucchini, yellow crookneck squash, some other kind of squash, 2 other ones. I think an acorn squash as well. I'm trying to put the squash back out there and
so
see.
Did you plant from seed, CC, or direct sow?
Yeah, direct sowed them.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the squash vine borer, she's still out, but usually at the end of July and August, she's out, but she's not putting her babies everywhere. So I don't know. I have them covered.
Maybe I should plant some squash and zucchini because my squash plants are pretty much, my patty pan squash, I think, are almost done. So yeah, maybe I'll consider planting a midsummer planting of squash, and I didn't have any zucchini this year.
Yeah. All right, that was mine.
That's it?
Yeah, because I am not doing any more tomatoes. These tomatoes are indeterminate, so I know with the weather being hot, they're gonna start dropping their blossoms off, and then they'll be out there until the fall. And then at the same thing with my peppers, they'll slow down, but then they'll ramp back up. So I'm not replanting none of that. No tomatoes, no peppers. I have cucumbers that already started up. I started with my pickling cucumbers. Now I'm on my straight 8 cucumbers that's now producing out there.
Okay. I think that's all. My straight 8 is what I have been harvesting. I I have a different cucumber that is kind of still in the early stages. It hasn't started blossoming yet. It's a some sort of jelly something. I think it's gonna be green on the
Okay.
inside.
Okay. Is that the not the melon though? Not the jelly melon, right? No.
Is that a cucumber? Is it called jelly melon?
It's I thought it was like a melon, but it tastes like a cucumber from what people say.
Oh, I thought it was a cucumber. Okay, I'm gonna at some point I'm gonna go get the seeds because I
Yeah,
honestly just
it
don't
may
remember
say
what it was.
cucumber on
Okay, but you think it's really more of a melon?
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check and see. I'm gonna check and see. So I honestly have not planned for midsummer plantings. But based on what you just said, CC, I think I'm gonna try to plant some more squash seed. Um, is it a good idea to maybe do some lettuce right now?
Just depends what kind.
Okay.
And
So
if you put it in shade, you should be fine, right, CZ?
because I would love to have some more lettuce because I didn't get a abundant crop of lettuce.
I mean, if you could push it a little further closer to fall,
Mm-hmm.
because it's gonna bolt. Like
Or
having them
get your
chicken.
hyd- get your
Yeah.
hydroponics going. Do I need
Yeah,
to? Okay, I'm seeing you Saturday. Should I stay a little bit longer to help you get those up and running Saturday night?
girl, that is this Saturday, ain't it?
Yeah,
Oh, uh-oh.
that's an idea. Think on it.
The struggle is real because I have a funeral to go to this week. I have a
Uh,
self-care day on Friday. Saturday, we're all day at the conference.
yep.
Where did the month go?
I don't know,
I
girl.
don't know.
I can't figure out myself.
So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can do that, Jacqueline. We'll talk about that offline.
Yep.
I don't want to cross over. Let me see. We're going to talk about that later. So I'll save that. I don't have any midsummer plantings. All I'm focused on right now is maintaining what I have out in the garden, which is a lot.
Well, you guys know I didn't get my garden started like I wanted to this year. All I got was my onions and my potatoes started. So those are all still doing really well. My onions, I did what Miss Lisa told me, and them onions are popping up on the top now. They're looking so good, so awesome. I did notice one of my potatoes were kind of showing a little. It was a little green top, so I threw some soil on top of it.
Mhm.
So I was like, I don't want it to get that stuff on it, so we're not sick. So I went ahead and threw some soil on it.
Right.
And so I'm not doing any mids. If I do anything, it'll probably be a little bit later, like I discussed last time, because I do want to try the watering system from Earthbox in my city pickers. So it'll be probably August, September-ish before I get that up and running. So that'll be
The watering system?
the watering system from Earthbox.
Okay, I don't think I've heard about that. So,
So
all
we'll talk
right.
about that later. I'm excited to do that and see how it works.
All right. Yeah, I still don't have any irrigation in the garden. But I guess for that or lack of, I'm grateful for all the rain that we have had.
Yes, exactly. It is good. It's been great for my onions because I haven't been able to get there as much as I would want to. So for
Yes.
the same
Yeah.
reason. So
All right.
in the update, I think I've told you guys that my house did get struck by lightning. Thank God we're safe.
What?
So that storm we had
No,
last,
you didn't tell us that.
uh, we were quiet in our chat this week. Like
It's
we
been
have never
better.
been that
We
quiet.
were. We were. I was like, I didn't even mute. I'm like, did I mute the chat? It did
No.
mute the chat. What?
We were so busy. So not
We
this
were.
Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, lightning struck the house. It hit the power box. My son comes running out his room. Mom, there was a red flash of light in my lights. So he comes running out. We stop and we have prayer because I'm like, okay, that's just too close. And, they say if lightning hits once, it can hit again. So had prayer. He goes downstairs and he's like, Mom, I smell electrical burn. And I'm thinking, oh, great. So he went downstairs, checked it out. He was right. We ended up calling the fire department. Pastor was like, you might want to call the fire department if there's a fire in your walls. So fire department came out. And when they rolled that hose into my house, I started praying double hard. Lord, please help them not to have water damage in my house. like, Lord,
Yeah,
please
because you
make
know
it
they
work.
don't care. All they care about
Mhm.
is making
Oh,
That
sure
file.
any
yes.
potential
Oh.
fire.
So when I called it and she's like, and I just didn't call in the 911 call. I was like, okay, this is non-emergency. I don't need. She's like, we've been sending all the fire trucks out to your house. And I'm like, I don't need every fire truck at my house. There was 5 fire trucks down
Oh,
my. They sent every fire truck. They had the chief of police out here. I mean, it was a thing going on. So the chief of police shut my power off. He's like, you can't turn it back on until you have an electrician come out and check the power because it did hit your power box. So needless to say, now you're out of power. So he's like, do you have anywhere to go? You need to call insurance. So my sister was out of the country she was in Europe for 2 weeks. So I called her up on WhatsApp. I was like, hey, can we go camp out at your house? So, it's not just camping out at some house. Now you got to get the ordeal of gathering all the chickens, taking them to my sister's house, getting them over there, getting them settled, and then getting them back. So finally, Friday morning, we got the okay. We got the electrician to come out, gave us the okay. And then he's like, come back in, but you need to get someone to check your well because it did flip the breaker for your well and it flipped the breaker to his house, to his bedroom. And he goes, it looks like your TV's gone. The kids only played video games with it anyway, and your PS4 is gone. And I was like, thank you, Lord. The kids can't play video games. They got to do something else and play video games.
Oh, I thought they were mad at you.
So those are the only things so far. Oh, my reason my Wi-Fi is wonky. Couldn't get the router to work, so we ended up having to go buy a brand new router. So we've been trying to get all this computers and everything back online. So it's been a five fire trucks. Yeah.
Wow.
So my son gets home from work and he's like, Mom, I was like, I know. Warrington, fuck here. They have to overdo everything. So, but we were fine. Thank the Lord. Got back in the house. We did lose everything in the fridge. We weren't at 48 hours, so we didn't lose everything in the freezer. We lost some things. But so I overall thankful, grateful that our family was fine, the house was fine, and everything else God will take care and provide for us more than we can ever ask for anyway. So
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
So that's my crazy life. That's probably why I've been so quiet, because I've been dealing with all that stuff, because I'm the one who chatters the most in the chat.
Girl, yeah, it's been crazy this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew Cece probably appreciated the fact that we.
I know she did. She was
quiet. I was like, what?
Lisa posted Friday? Nothing a week?
So let me see. GT is in here. So I'm gonna just deviate for a little bit because I'm still trying to figure out this Cherokee Purple challenge. I don't think I'm gonna win it, but who knows? I did have two purple Cherokee purple tomatoes that I harvested, and are we just supposed to weigh them? Because I do have a weight, and it ain't super big. Did you grow any, CC? And what you eating? Did you share what you was eating?
I'm eating some Lay's potato chips.
Okay.
But then I'm having some healthy lemongrass tea.
Oh, come on now.
From my garden.
That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ruth. My best.
Where we at? Are we still talking about?
We waiting on Rosita to put up the next thing.
We were preparing for Bible conference the week of 7/6. The Bible conference was 7/13. I thought running prayer service is what took out my voice, but it's a cold or something. Oh, yes, for certain. We understand, Rashida, girl, you got to take care of that. Mm-hmm. Y'all know I've been struggling with this cough for forever. And I did finally go to the doctor this year. It's probably been about a month ago, my first visit. I had my follow-up visit. And now I have to go for some pulmonary testing. But such is life. The cough has gotten a little bit better thanks to the inhalers that I am taking. But anywho, with that, so midsummer plantings, I think we have pretty much covered.
Yeah, she say fall
Um,
planning now.
yes, fall planning. Oh, fall planning is next, which I haven't officially started my fall planning. Um, but I do plan to get, and I think Rashida mentioned this earlier, the seeds that she received from Girl Trek. I actually received some seeds, also some collard greens, because they issued um it's not really a challenge, but they were looking to get 100 ladies to plant collard green seeds, and they would send us, a type of collard green seed. And so I did receive mine the other day, and the goal is for us to really plant 8 to 20, but they did say it really doesn't matter, it's up to you. I fully plan to plant at least 8 to 20 plantings of the collard greens, because that is the one thing everybody wants some of. Everybody wants some collard greens. So that's going to probably take up a good bit of my fall beds, but I do plan to plant some other things. I just haven't planned it out just yet what it's going to be. I think that's pretty much it for my fall planting. Sorry, I don't have more for y'all.
Oh, GT said harvest and weigh in when you take
Okay, what's the heaviest one that you are um have grown or known about? Because mine are definitely coming in on the small side.
Mm.
Where did you plant them? In your raised bed?
I have one planted is in a pot.
Okay.
That's the one that's actually given me tomatoes. The other one that's planted in one of the raised beds, I have got zero
Okay.
um tomatoes off of that one. Yeah. And all my other ones, they died.
Mm.
I definitely planted them. So lesson learned, not to plant tomatoes indoors too soon, because my plants got too big and then I ended up breaking them, as you guys know. So that was definitely a lesson learned for me.
Okay. I will go next with the fall planning. Or is it planning
Planning.
or
Planning.
planning?
Planning. Like planning what you're gonna do.
What I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to take on a project because it's been a while, and I got to destroy my garden because that's just what I do. Anyway, what I want to do is one side of my garden is where I'm going to plant all my fall stuff at, all on one side, because the other side, as things die out, I want to rearrange my garden to get my beds in order of where I want them, and kind of it's a big project I'm going to take on, but I
That's
feel like
exciting though, CC.
yeah, I want to be able to organize my garden because I've got the beds at different times, so I just stuck them in there, and I didn't have it really organized. It was just wherever I could put them. But I'm gonna half of my garden is going to be productive with the fall stuff. The other one is just gonna go under construction, and I'm gonna take or demolition. I'm going
Yeah.
to take things out, rearrange things, and see if I can set it up for it to be nice for when springtime comes. I
Mhm.
can feel like more organized in my garden. Yeah. So that is my fall planning to do. And yes, I already started my fall plans. So,
So I'm in
Okay,
the
well, what
same
else
boat.
are you planning?
huh?
You say you've started your fall planning?
Hmm.
Okay, so what are you planning?
Well, this
I mean,
is
that is the
behind me.
subject. That is the
um,
subject.
yeah. I already have now. Like I said, since my planting, I'm doing indoors, um, because it's too hot and the bugs eat my food right now. So I have broccoli, kohlrabi,
Mhm.
cabbage, collards, tree collards. Let's see, a lot of different cabbages. Um, hey, David, welcome in. And what
Hey,
else?
David.
Broccolis. Definitely want to get my broccolis in. because it takes a while with them. And I'm actually going to do some Brussels sprouts because my daughter likes Brussels sprouts. I don't. But I'm going to grow some Brussels sprouts for her and then go and hand them to her. And it'll be her plants to go on her patio because I'm not growing them in my garden.
So you
yeah,
don't even want grown.
I don't even want to grow. I have one Brussels sprout, a seed fell out there somewhere. And so I have a Brussels sprout out there. It's surviving through the summer. It's in the shade under my little covered area. But I do have a Brussels sprout out there, but yeah, I'll let it stay. I do right there. I say stuff. Hey, Happy Mac, how you doing? My garden giving me side eyes.
Right, Happy Mac. I think
No,
we
Come on
all.
now, Happy
I
Mac.
think we all have the garden
Yeah.
side
Oh
eyeing
yeah.
us at some point in time.
Yep.
But CC, you made a very you reminded me of something that I said that I'm definitely going to grow this fall. It is going to be some more kohlrabi because I did grow some. I was able to harvest some and make some kohlrabi fries, and I must admit, I like the kohlrabi.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
still have two of those original plantings outside. I've just kind of left them there as sort of, I guess, trap because it was a collar plant and two kohlrabis that the bugs have just been eating up, and I'm just letting them go. But the kohlrabi are literally like about this
Oh
big
yeah.
now. I mean,
Wow.
I won't be able to use
Oh
them.
no, it's woody.
So yeah, I'm definitely planning to do some kohlrabi. I actually got some purple kohlrabi seeds, so I will be
Yeah.
planting that this fall.
Mhm,
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
love it.
surprised my plants haven't come and knocked on the door saying, "Where you at?" Right, God's desire.
Right. And
So
if
true.
and another thing, if you are wanting to do herbs, I would start doing some herbs now.
Yeah, I
Start doing
definitely want to do
herbs.
more herbs because all my herbs have pretty much gone to seed.
Yep,
Mm,
my basil went to seed, but since I had the chickens, it was really nice to just cut them off and throw them into the chickens. The chickens loved all the basil that I gave them. They were
My
loving.
basil's actually still hanging in there, but my fennel and dill, it is literally seeds. I'm gonna go out there with a paper bag and harvest the fennel seed. And I guess the dill that goes, wait, or is it, do I have it right? Yeah, I think I have it right. Where it's like the little round
Mhm,
seed,
mhm.
that's what they call coriander, right?
Yep.
that's
Well,
from
no,
cilantro.
that's cilantro.
Cilantro. That's what's there.
Mhm.
Okay.
That went to seed.
Yeah.
Rashida.
That is funny.
She
Thank
is
you from the inside out. You didn't hear
Yes,
us
yes.
commenting when you went to go tend to them, huh?
no, I
That's
didn't hear you. You guys went
We're
crazy.
good.
Hey, I'm telling you, all my leftovers. It's been so nice. Like I had leftover. I did cabbage and kielbasa last night for dinner. And you know how
ooh.
the outer leaves they look a
Yeah.
little bit bad.
Yeah.
I took them and threw them to the chickens.
Oh,
They tore it up. I had some cantaloupe, the ends. Honey, I throw them out there. Now I won't throw them food, but anything that's natural.
yeah.
I want them to
Well,
have
too
all
bad I
natural.
can't save these dumb old hornworms that I've been finding.
Huh.
Save them for your
For
chickens
real.
because
Put them in a
Oh,
little
they will.
Ziploc bag.
They will love those, girl. They will love. But let me tell you, I have noticed since I've been feeding them all my scraps, I haven't had to feed them as much feed. Like
Mm-hmm.
they've been really just. They're like, we like the natural stuff. The feed's
Right.
nice, but we like the natural stuff.
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
what's up. So let me ask y'all because I was like, don't let me um um that was notary work, y'all.
It's okay.
um the hornworms.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, would it be too violent of me to post a video of me letting hornworms say goodnight to the people?
Well, it depends on how you let them say goodnight to the
Right.
people.
I just put them in some soapy water.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
Everybody
that's
does. That's
fine.
okay.
You just gave him
Yeah,
a bath.
yeah. You just give them a swim. They just had to learn to sink or swim.
And they didn't remember to swim.
They didn't remember exactly.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Hold on. Look what Rashida said. You keep saying them for eggs, but your children have prophesied over them chickens, so they are to be eaten.
All right, so I got a little bit even worse story that goes with my chickens. This is a sad story. You guys are gonna be sad. So I
Uh-oh.
told you it's been a whole ordeal taking the chickens to my sister's house. So
Mhm.
Tuesday I finally was able to bring them home, but my son's the one who closed the cage. So it was like 7:30 at night. I get home. My daughter gets home around 9:30, and I can't lift the cage by myself. My son helped me at my sister's house because she was spending the house. He's spending their house sitting. So I got home, but I needed my daughter to help me. So and then her brother got home, so they went out around 10:30 to bring the chickens up to the house. I get a frantic phone call. Mom, there's only 9 chickens in the crate. And I'm like, what do you mean there's only 9 chickens? There's only 9 chickens in the crate. And I'm like, did we lose a chicken? So I was like, okay, give me a second. Let me come down there. She's distraught. I count. She's right. 9 chickens are only in the crate. So I was like, well, the other one's got to be at the house because that's the only place we think we would have lost it. So I texted my son in the morning, like, can you check to see if there's a chicken at my sister's house? So he checks when he gets home from work. He goes, yeah, she's under the lanai. But he goes, I can't get her because she's so far under the lanai. I can't crawl underneath there to get her. Well, we had the bad storm this Wednesday, all the flooding. I'm sure you had some of that bad flooding too, Shelly. It was so bad. I was dropping one of the ladies off for church because she can't see at night. Wednesday night, 6 foot of water on the top of her street. We had to take another road. There was logs floating in the road up to
Uh-uh.
the house. And I'm
Well,
like,
fortunately, we don't get any immediate flooding in my area.
oh, four
That
inches.
flooding, I
Yeah,
think
4
I
inches.
showed you guys, that was in Potomac.
Yeah, we got 4 inches in 1 hour in Fauquier County that night. The lightning would not stop. It was 30 minutes, flash, 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 flash,
Oh
flash,
wow.
all the way home. It was the craziest storm I've ever been in. We hit so many different spots where we were going 35 miles an hour on a main road where it was flooded so bad. So I got her home, got myself home, and my daughter's like, "We just got that notice that we have to get home right away because so many roads are flooding." And I'm like, "Yeah, I barely made it home to drop Belinda, and there was roads flooded, so she came straight home. So they went to. I lost you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can
Okay,
still
there you
hear
are.
you.
So we
Yep.
all right, so we went the next day to see if the chicken was still there. She was no longer there. She had flown the coop. So we were down to 9 chickens. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
it is, yeah, I am too. But I was like, oh well, the Lord knows where she's at. She's probably in chicken land, wherever Chickenlandia is.
Mm.
So
Right. So I'm going to circle back. I'm going to go to this comment by Regenerative Life Wayne. He says at CC Texan Garden, I agree with you. I'm doing infrastructure and organize my garden. Doing this currently for my micro food forest and aquaponics. It's a journey taking my time, no rush. So that is absolutely amazing. I'm
Wayne
just going to
does.
say Wayne. Yeah, I pretty much did, and the ladies know, kind of, I wouldn't say I restructured my garden, but I increased the size of my garden this year, which included, really figuring out how I was going to lay that space out. And it does take some time. So next year, I definitely will not be adding anything to the garden.
so for me, for
Any
fall
other
planning,
comment on
I'm
that,
doing
Cece?
I'm going to do the same thing Cece did. I'm going to take my fall while I have the good weather, while I have the time to plan it, put all my containers where I need to put them. Go ahead and put my dolomite in it and let that
Mhm.
kind of like sit over the summer, and then
Oh, okay.
cover all my containers so at least I can get my pH up to where it needs to be by next spring. So so that's my biggest plan. Just planning out. I'll be going in probably about 2 weeks and getting all the hardware, not the hardware cloth, but the black cloth I'm gonna go get 6 foot wide,
Landscape
100 feet. The
fabric.
landscaping, yep, the landscaping fabric, yep. And I'm gonna just go get about 2 or 3 rolls of that. Go ahead and cut the grass really low.
Mhm.
Go ahead and lay that out, tack it down, and then I'll have my landscape where I'm going to start putting things. And
Mhm.
so I can start like all the planning that I did in the spring in
Mm-hmm.
my farmer's almanac. I want to now finally get that laid out exactly how I have it there and be ready for next spring. That's my goal. And
Yeah.
then as far as planting, it's going to be doing a lot of, like Cece said, doing a lot of my herbs because herbs are really great for my chickens. So I'll be doing some basil, some parsley, some cilantro, all the things that the chickens can eat. Because if I can supplement them with natural feeding, Swiss chard, they love Swiss chard. So I have some Swiss chard seeds. So I'm going to start growing all that. And all of that grows really well in the winter and through the fall, fall and the winter, I should say fall first and then the winter. And then Miss Lisa talked about Vivore in one of her videos. So I've been like really on the Vivore website, like checking to see what they have. And I saw that one of the things they have is those pop-up greenhouses, the ones that you just put right over your garden beds.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I might go ahead and buy 1 or 2 of those so I can go ahead and set it on top of my herbs and my switch chard and my lettuce. So they have like that automatic greenhouse, but they're also covered in order to kind of keep those going as long as I can into the winter. So
Yeah.
those are my biggest things from a fall planning and fall planting is what my goal is. And of course, I already talked about getting the water system up and running. It probably won't go all the way because I don't want it to freeze, but as long as I can let it go, probably till my first freeze, which is normally late October, beginning of November, I'll probably be able to run that water system from like August, September for about 2 months and see how it works. Um, and see if it works in my city pickers. So that's my fall planting and planning.
Okay. CC, did you have a comment on
Oh yes, I was just
Wayne?
saying that. Yeah, Wayne lives here in Houston, Texas, where I'm at, and he has amazing aquaponic system with growing the fish. I don't know if they're bluegill or what type of fish they're in there, but he does the whole aquaponic and grows his vegetables using the aquaponics, which is really cool. And he
That
also
is
grows
awesome. I don't
dragon.
know if I'm following him. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah, and he also grows dragon fruit.
Okay, which I'm not a fan of. Like I'm convinced that I'm
It
just
is
not
good. You just had to store one. That's the problem.
okay. Well,
That's the
when I
problem.
come to ship me one.
I ain't got one. I ate
I
mine.
was, I was sitting here trying to find some video, I mean pictures and stuff to share because I think we gonna have plenty of time.
I'll
Um,
get you a name of somebody after we get off that can ship me.
okay, okay. So let me show y'all some pictures because I think we've kind of Sheeta, did you have anything else you want to add about fall gardening or anything?
Ain't that
Just jump on in there or put it in the comments as you've been doing. See, look how we work so well together. You know, it's like we got this. We got you, girl. So I want to show y'all some pictures from the garden. Show y'all some pictures from the garden. So let me do a little share screen. Y'all let me know if y'all see any comment to come up. Let me see.
Yeah.
Share. Is this a
She
share
said no,
button?
ma'am.
Okay. Share screen. So, y'all know we be talking about these doggone squash bugs.
Mm.
Mm,
Now, has anybody
mm.
else other than me noticed how much? I don't know if this is doing what I need to do. Notice that squash bugs are laying eggs in unusual manner. I'll put it that way because they're typically laying them eggs where at?
Under the leaves.
Squash.
Under the leaves. So does
Under the leaves.
anybody else notice this pattern?
They also, I have seen them lay their eggs on a fence.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this the first time?
No, I seen it last year too, where they have it on the net, like I have netting kind of fence or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It'll
Uh-huh.
be a bead of them, you know.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Okay.
on the fences.
So let me show y'all an unusual. For whatever reason, this is not letting me share the way I wanted to share it. But shouldn't I be able to just share an image?
Mm. You put present.
You should be able to share.
Oh, you know what? I can do an image file. So let me see which one I got here. We'll see if I.
Dante says she had squash bugs laying on her corn.
Okay. So I'm gonna just take these in the order that they pop up. This
Okay.
is this showing up for everybody?
yes.
This is
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
that 32-gallon trash can that I purchased, and I mixed up some fish emulsion in here, and I use that little measuring cup that is just for outside. I don't repurpose that for indoors. Just FYI, in case anybody's wondering, we don't do that over here. So and let's see what this next one is. Okay, this is the one that, so that's going to be the second one. Share image file. It's this one here. Yeah. Oh, that's not it. Okay, it's popping up in a different
Oh,
order.
it just conveniently show your harvest.
I was going to show that one, but it's
That
not
looks
showing up in
very
the order
nice. Look at
that
the
I
eggplant.
wanted. So yes, this was the harvest from yesterday. I don't know that I can make it any bigger. But as you guys see, I had all these cucumbers. I've got the yellow de Toro peppers here. These are those Santa Fe peppers. Here we have eggplant. And what's weird is this, I think it's this one right here. It's like two or three that grew together. It's very weird. Um,
Okay.
and then I have the orange accordion tomatoes right here.
Mm-hmm.
And right here, this one, look, I'm using my mouse. I don't know if y'all can see my
No,
mouse or
No.
not.
we can't see a thing.
Okay, wait. No, I'm steady using my mouse highlighting. Let me see. Can I do that on here? I don't know that I can. But down from the eggplants, you see the orange accordion tomatoes.
Yes.
In
Yes.
the center on the edge
Acorns.
is a lemon squash. Now, Rashida last year had them lemon squash, and I didn't get any. And so this year I planted the one seed that I had, one seed, and I got a plant, and
Woo!
that's the one lemon squash that I've gotten thus far.
Mm.
Now back behind the eggplant and the squash on the left hand side in that black container, the little stringy things, those are my Hooterite soup beans that I will be. I thought I was going to be shelling those while we were on live tonight, but that didn't happen. And then next to that, in between the tomato basket, that's basil, two different types of basil that I harvested. And then, of course, this basket full of cherry tomatoes that I harvested. Next to that, in the little, it's actually a little sifting pan, because what I was doing was rinsing everything off, and I try to put it on things that the water will run through. Is my first little harvest of blueberries there. I got
Woo!
the cream sausage, tomatoes, and right next to that is some of the purple tomatillos in there.
Now, what kind of okra?
Wayne, I'm gonna come to your comment in just a minute. Then of course I had this corn that I harvested, and I found a few more onions. Um, these were in the bed where the red curry squash were growing, and they were overgrowing. But now that I've moved them, I noticed some of the onions actually thickened up, so I pulled those up. And then the red okra. Let me see Wayne's comment real quick. When I do find hornworms and other pests, I drop them into aquaponics tanks to. Oh, okay. See, I don't have aquaponics.
Yeah.
Aquaponics tank to my bluegill fish, free organic fish,
Mm,
food being recycled. Love. You're right.
Yep.
Now, if I had chickens, I'd feed them to the chickens, but I don't have any.
right.
So let's see what the next picture is. Image file 123.
Can I answer a comment?
Yes. Yes.
Jay Monique, she said, my dad said butterflies are eating up his garden.
Hmm.
Is it when they're still caterpillars? Is when they're eating it up? Because I didn't know of butterflies eating them. Now, when they're caterpillars, yes, they will definitely eat up certain things.
Right. And he's not mistaken those white moth for butterflies
Right, right, right.
because those aren't butterflies.
Now, what is this squashing?
Okay, yeah. So this is squash and cherry tomatoes, and the darker color is some of the purple tomatillos that I quartered, and I
Uh,
sauteed everything together with some onion. I believe the onion was the only thing that was store purchased. Everything else came out of the garden.
mm-hmm.
Image file 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go here. So it's a fly. Oh, okay. So this is a picture of the garden. Just from the other day. Now, ironically, y'all see that one lone little orange curry squash stuck in
Mm-hmm.
between the grates? My husband finally cut that off yesterday, apparently, because I saw half of a squash in the kitchen this morning. Image file. Let's go here. And bada bing, bada boom. What is that, y'all?
Squash bug,
But do you know what it's on?
a loofah.
Nope.
Uh, um,
All right, I'm gonna go to the last picture.
okra. Oh,
Okra.
I was just like okra.
Okra.
Yeah,
Like, really? Squash bugs are laying eggs on the actual fruit?
yeah.
What
They
is
just
going
said
on? They're laying them
corn
on top of the leaves, on the fruit. You say you saw some on a fence.
on the fence.
What is going on?
They just trying to put their babies everywhere. They like
It's a
wherever.
takeover. All right, so those are the few pictures that I had picked out, and sorry I had to go in reverse order because they're not named. But that's it. I mean, if you guys have any pictures y'all want to share, I
Mm-mm.
think sharing some images from time to time on here will be a great added benefit. Now I figure out how to stop share. How do I stop it?
Mhm.
Interesting. Remove from stage. Okay. Somebody
Oh,
want to help me? I can't figure out how to stop sharing the image.
mm-mm. But he said it was white, so that was a moth.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
mama.
Yeah, those are moths.
Hey,
There we
Ann.
go. Thank you, Rashida. I'm going to assume you fixed that because I could not figure it out.
Oh, and got rid of it too.
So as far as my fall harvest, I'm still waiting till I'm in the window for my onions because I planted them out on April 17th. The only reason I know that is because I took pictures. So I went back in my pictures and figured out when I planted them. So that's when I transplanted them. And I did that rainbow trio from Renee's garden. So it had the red, the yellow, and the white onions. And of course, it says days to harvest is 85 to 105 days. So I'm in that July 11th till Google says July 31st is at 85 to 105. So I'm trying to decide, do I pull them at 31st or do I let them fall over like everyone says to do? Or do I wait till they go to scapes and then pull them?
Are you
Because
talking
this is
about
my first time
garlic?
doing onions. This is my first
Onions.
time doing
Yes.
onions. Yeah.
Where are they at right now? I got kicked out and I had to come back in.
Oh, they're in my city pickers.
So are they big enough to?
I want them to get bigger if they can. Or should I just let them go? They're
I
doing
would
fine.
let them go as long as possible.
Mhm.
Because that's what I kept doing. I just let mine go. I didn't get to show y'all a picture of the onion. I don't know what happened to that one. My
So let them
Walla Walla
go.
onions definitely got
Yeah.
big.
So
I
let
was.
them go till they get scapes, or let
Yeah.
them go till they fall over.
The onions don't get scapes. Am I
It's
mistaken?
garlic scapes.
Garlic scapes. So my onions, I gotta wait for they fall over.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
The
right.
leaves will start turning, they'll droop over. But
Right.
what I did with my Walla Walla onions, because I was pretty much ready to go ahead and pull them up. I saw this in somebody else's video and they were nice enough size. I pushed them over, because you break that
The neck.
Well,
connection
some of
between
them
the
have already
leaves and
started. Yeah, some of them
yeah.
already done that. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to get any bigger. So I could go ahead and pull those.
Oh, you said you already did that?
Yeah.
No,
Some.
some of them did it
Oh,
naturally because of the bad weather. Like some of them.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
just go ahead and push the rest of them over because that's what I did. And then
Okay.
wait a few days and then harvest them.
And then we let them dry in.
I
So
have mine drying on a rack, like a storage rack,
I have a
so that
storage
way
rack.
they get some air on both sides.
Yep.
If it's gonna, and when it was really, really sunny the next day after I harvested, I sat them outside in the sun, but made sure I pulled them back in the garage, so that they didn't get rained on.
All right. So that's the next big thing, and that'll be harvested in my garden.
Okay, so let me see here. Ann's backyard garden says I harvest some lemon balm, 2 lemon balm, and I want to make some tea too. CC. I harvest first 2 okras and ping pong eggplants.
Cool.
Ping
Okay.
pong eggplants.
There
Never
you
heard
go.
of that. And Molly, ground cherries, oregano, and some cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Make you some tea. Oh, lemon balm tea is good too.
Yeah, yeah. I have some chamomile that I've
I
been
was gonna say you need it.
harvesting and drying, so I'll be
Yeah.
making some
Me too.
tea from that.
I've been harvesting my blue butterfly pea as well each morning. Go out there and just collect them up. I can make me a big old container of that.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me pull. I don't know. Did you guys talk about this comment already from Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, this is a different comment.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, read.
So it says, did you? I don't know if I missed
I
it while
thought
I
I
was gone.
responded back because he said he's putting it up next month, and I said awesome. Yeah, I did. I answered.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna just drop that one back down then.
I'm gonna say something else and my brain just went blank. Oh, so Cece, I got my sorrel is doing great, but they're still in pots, like the little green starter pots. Shelly, you want me to bring those up to you and you can throw them in your garden?
Is it too late for them?
No, they already growing.
They're already growing.
Okay. Well, yeah. Listen. I got some space because I
Because I
didn't.
don't have anything set up. I don't have any space set up for it. So I'd rather
We
give them to
pulled
a good home.
corn, we pulled the garlic, and haven't replanted. Pulled the onion. I have some space. I can plant it.
All right, I'll bring them. And I'll
All
bring
right.
you that. What's that plant you guys wanted? I need
Um,
a mail that I haven't done
mullen,
yet. The what?
mullen,
The mullen, yes.
mullen.
Mm,
So I actually have been taking mullen. I didn't take it today yet. The other week I was having an issue with like a sore-ish throat, and it just seemed like it was moving down. And someone had asked me when I was at my company's barbecue, they were like, "Do you have allergies?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I was like, maybe it's mucus in my throat. And so I did a little search. Y'all listen, y'all know y'all get a little bit of everything on our little garden chat. So I'm not even going to apologize about telling this story. And so I did my research, and there is such a thing. It's called something glutamous or something, but it's basically like a mucus plug. And I guess
You
from
got
the
glutamous in
postnasal
your
drip,
throat.
huh?
You got glutamous in your throat.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know how the words pronounce. I know it started with a G, but I do know that I took a mullein capsule one evening. Like it had been bothering me for days. It was hard to swallow sometimes. And I took a mullein capsule, and by that evening, I would say probably an hour after taking it, I noticed that I wasn't feeling it anymore. So I
That's
was
good.
like, come on, mullein. People put mullein in other things, but I think it's just not enough mullein to do what it needs to do. And so
Mhm.
I bought mullein capsules
Yeah.
from the market, and I'm like, oh, I'm taking this every day, three
Oh
times a
yeah.
day.
I
Hmm.
should have taken a picture yesterday. I went into one of those fancy neighborhoods yesterday because another thing I'm trying to pick up is they were some 8 foot uh what's some things called railroad ties. Someone's getting rid of them because they're selling their house.
Hmm.
So their neighbor had mullein plants, like I'm not kidding, a 30-foot bed, and they had it just like swirling to the front of their house, and that's all they had in their garden bed.
Was
It
mullein?
looked so beautiful, like nothing but mullein. I'm gonna go back there on Monday because we didn't get.
What is their plan for it?
Right. Is it just they using the
they-
ornamental?
They're just ornamental. They're using it as an
Oh my
ornamental.
gosh.
I'm
Wow.
gonna take a picture and send it to you guys on Monday. I could
Please
not
do.
believe it.
Now, speaking of that, you guys know I planted some borage,
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
and
How did it go?
so two of them, like they're actually doing okay. One
Hmm.
of them actually has some flowers
Yeah.
on it. I
Yep.
don't know what to do with it
You can
though.
harvest the flowers, you can harvest the leaves. There's different things you can do with them. Look,
Yep.
Google up all the different ways you can use.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
because
Yeah.
I had it planted in the bed with the greens, the collard greens,
Hmm.
and the kale, and
Yeah.
so I noticed that one of them in particular is doing really well.
Yeah.
So okay, I need to look that up.
So God Desire says her mullein is huge. I think what they do is they groom it. I really think they cut it back so it all
Yeah.
looks
And
really nice and beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful. Do you hear
I
me?
mean, it's a pretty leaf, so
Yeah,
I ain't mad at
gorgeous.
them for
mhm.
that.
Yeah.
And very soft.
Oh, very
Yeah.
soft. Yep.
Very soft. Mhm.
Okay, anybody else got?
No, that was a great. She made a great point. Like, take your time and set it up. Like, I
Yeah,
that's going to be like
that's
my
Wayne.
101. Yep,
Mhm. Mhm.
yep. 101 for me this fall. As soon as the weather breaks a little, I'll be out there setting it up, reorganizing my greenhouse that has everything just thrown in there right now.
Right,
Uh,
right. But you
um,
know what? I don't feel like I didn't rush mine,
mhm.
but things didn't necessarily go the way I planned, and it seemed chaotic. But in the chaos, it still worked because with the red curry, you guys know I've complained about that the whole time about how massive it got, but it benefited some of the other things that I had going on. So, like my pepper plants, they were sort of shaded. So, I've got my, peppers, they're actually doing pretty good right now. Um, what else was in that bed? Well, all my herbs, they just went to kaput. But you know what? You just got to learn how to pivot. When you're
Yeah,
gardening, learn how to pivot with whatever happens. And like I said early on, like I didn't necessarily feel like with everything that I have growing, the biggest space that I have out there right now, I still didn't feel like I was producing that much, but every time I go out there, I'm pulling in a decent harvest. I'm not harvesting as many greens as I did last year, but that's okay because I can't cook that many. And I'm just focused on okay, let me just do what I can do. I'll give some stuff away, and you just learn from the experience because I
yep.
might plant some more red curry squash for the fall just because
Well,
why
I
not?
think that's a good point, right? So if you go back and look at your packet, if your packet says 60 days from harvest,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know that it's maybe 3 to 4 days once you plant direct sow it, 4 days. 60 days from now, guys, is what? August, what, September 20th?
Mm-hmm.
September
I've
30th?
got plenty of time.
For
Seven, yellow
us, we
seven
still
B
got,
got plenty of time.
yeah, for us in 7A, 7B, we still got plenty of time to get a harvest. So take a look at your packets. If your packet says 45 days and you know that your first freeze is until November, get out there and put a fall planting of whatever thing that you want to do. We kind of talked about for midsummer planting, but another, we should have said, look at your packet. Go look and see what your packet says. If you've got enough days, like if I wanted to, those corns that I do, the ones from I can't remember. They're 60-day corn. I could
Mm-hmm.
go and plant
Yeah, 60,
corn
65.
today. Yeah, 60 days. I could still get a whole harvest of corn in late September and
Yeah.
still get some good corn. And I'm not fighting all the heat, right? I'm not
Right.
fighting all the pest pressure. So midsummer planting is really great. You're not going to have squash bugs right now, guys. If you are, you're going
Well,
to
I
be,
still got them in my garden.
they're going to be very minimal though. They're not going to be like your spring planting. Like they
Right.
have a cycle. Like if you, like one of the things we learned with in our master gardening is that plant that these boogers have a cycle, and once the
Mm-hmm.
cycle runs out,
Right.
you can go ahead and put another plant
Right.
in. Zucchini is great right now. Zucchini
Yeah.
is 45 days. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to go ahead and start some zucchini now, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Squash, great. 35, 40 days. You
Yeah.
do some quick neck squash. So go
Mm-hmm.
look at your packets. If there's something that you really like, you didn't get started, cucumbers. You can do cucumbers right now.
Shelly
Right?
gone now.
Yeah, she's like, I'm headed right now. I'm gonna start
All
planting
right,
right
I
now.
want to jump. I'll be back, y'all.
Yeah. So Leslie, you said that your first frost is September 16th. Can you tell us what zone you're in? I think that will help everyone kind of like zone in on, zone in on what zone that you're in for September 16th. Like I said, I'm zone 7A. My first frost date, they say October 15th, October 16th. We've been able to push it out here lately till like uh October 25th. Like we got like a little 10-day window, and it might freeze once and then it doesn't freeze again for another 2 to 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So if it does that, what do? You go out and cover it, right? Do your little fall frost
Right, right.
covering real quick, and then the next day uncover it, and you can still harvest for maybe another 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks. And it's just something that you can, another part of your fall planning, right? You know, fall is coming. Make sure that you have your frost covers. If you haven't bought them, start looking on Facebook Marketplace, start looking on Amazon, like Miss Cece calls it,
Yeah,
and see if anybody has them on sale, and
yeah.
start getting your frost blankets, your frost covering ready for there.
She's
So
zone
Gardner
1A.
1A. So she's in
Cotton.
Colorado. Oh, and then zone. Wait, she's what?
SDA.
So USDA
5A.
5A, Sunset Zone. Okay, so USDA is what we're looking for. So she's in 5A. So yeah, she would be a lot shorter. So she has a lot shorter window in order to even plant anything. But Leslie, if it's only one frost date, and like we said, if you could push it out, throw some frost covering on it, push your frost date till October 1st, you're
Mhm.
still being able to harvest something just
And
by
look,
covering.
I was gonna say another thing is if you can find tents.
Mhm.
Hey, we had a frost came through that was 2 years ago, and I pitched a tent, and I had just started in the garden community, and I know people was like, this girl has put a tent in her garden, but I protected my food. I was able to protect it. I put a tent in the garden, and everything that was in containers, I slid them into that tent, and they were safe, and nothing died or anything. So
There you go.
I'm not mad at you for that,
No,
CC.
no, that's, hey, ingenuity at its best.
yes,
Yeah. So either that, or I'm telling you, Facebook Marketplace,
yeah,
greenhouses be popping left and right on there. People trying to get rid of them. Right
Mhm.
now, Shelly, someone has, I can't tell you how much stuff plus a Oh Hope garden for $60. And all I have to do is drive to Winchester. And I'm like, do
What
my
is it they have?
another hydroponics. I'm like, do I need? And it's brand new in the box. $60. And I can't tell you how much other stuff. Let me tell you real quick, just because we got some time today. So let's see. Here it is. $60. He calls it an indoor outdoor garden lot. Let me see. You know how stupid Facebook is. You try to click on the see details button and it don't work. All right, here it is. So he's got a 16-gallon galvanized tub. He's got brand new tools, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand tools, a tool bag, the hydroponics garden, extra plant food, seed starter kits, herb and vegetable seeds, a potato growing kit, a foldable wagon, all of it for $60.
Wow.
And it's one of the nice wagons. And I'm like,
Hmm.
payday is Tuesday. Do I make a trip to Winchester? I'm telling you, for $60, it's worth. It's even got one of those containers that you flatten them out so you can put water and then you
Yeah.
flatten out.
Yeah.
Telling you, tons and tons of stuff. $60. Telling you, you want to get a good deal, hit the marketplace. Telling you, it works for me. Brand new. So anyway, so we talked a little bit what retro back about fall planting. Make sure that you go ahead and have those things in place. And if you want to, it's time to start looking for hydroponic systems, right, Cece? If you want to start doing some, I know I do lettuce indoors. Oh, matter of fact, my Merlot, it went to seed, and I must have got about 100 seeds off of that plant.
Wow.
So I have now set those aside. I'll never have to buy Merlot seeds again.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm about to start some of the seeds that I just harvested and put them back into my hydroponics. I do lettuce in my hydroponics. I do cucumbers, the quick snack cucumbers in my hydroponics. I do my tomatoes, my cherry tomatoes in my hydroponics.
Yeah.
What else that's pretty much that I do. I just want a quick salad in my hydroponics.
Yeah. Hey, Annalette Gardner, welcome in.
Hey.
Yeah, and anything that you want to do, micro dwarf or dwarf, works well in hydroponics. So if you would like to keep them in there, I use my hydroponics as transplanting. So I grow things in there and then I transplant them out to outdoors. But if it was something that I was going to keep indoors, say during the winter, and I know it can't go out yet, get things that are micro dwarf or dwarf kind of plants. Another thing, like if you're doing lettuce, make sure that you kind of trim your roots, because your roots will get out of control in those hydroponics, because them roots love that water. So
they sure do.
Trim them up if you're going to leave them in there, for it won't clog up your motor in there.
Is now a good time to start some peas?
Fall? Oh, absolutely. Fall planting. Yeah. Peas are great for fall planting. Start them indoors now.
But not midsummer.
Yeah, it's too hot to put them out. So you start them indoors and then plant them out. Well, for us, it'll probably be late August.
I'm trying to find the seeds that I was talking about, the cucumber that Cece says she thinks are melons.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Is it like what is it called? Is it yellow on the outside of it?
No, I think they're green.
Okay. But do they have spikes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they spikes, and then inside is that jelly.
Yeah. So that's more of a melon. I cannot find the actual seed packet.
So God's desire, which hydroponic systems do you have? Just out of curiosity. I'm always trying to, I know that I'm stuck in my little world of Arrow Garden and a Hope Garden. I like those. I did pick up another one. It's kind of sitting over there. I haven't opened the box. Brand new. But that's kind of my world. And I know Cece, you just did a video. I didn't finish
product review.
Yeah.
that thing was 300 and something dollar. Card
Woo!
is 32. Yeah, I can't wait to set it up. I
Oh
mean, I have
yeah,
it,
I
but
watched that.
yeah, 32 things to grow in the hydroponics. It's called green near grow near.
Grow near.
And that's really nice. Now I'm interested to see, because I did have someone ask me, because they want the follow the process of me growing in it and how I
Yeah.
feel about it. And I did have someone ask, because it's set on the shelf, the lights are set into the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you keep it from getting leggy? So
Okay.
I'm gonna find out if the light is strong enough that it's able to,
Oh.
do that, or am I gonna have to lift it up? Which that'll be part of my reviewing that product. So, but yeah,
All right, so God Desire says she does 2 let pots and 2 aero gardens. So that's the one I got. I really got a good deal on. The let pot is still sitting there and
yes,
boxed.
I have 3 lead pots,
Okay.
and then this grow near, and actually I have another product review of another different type of hydroponic unit.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see what that one does if I get that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I found it.
Okay.
Awesome.
And my
It's
basic.
supposed to be like a orangish yellow texture, but it's green on the inside. It's called jelly melon cucumber Kawana.
Yeah,
Let's see
that's
it.
my bestie just put in the chat. She said a jelly melon is a cucumber, but it tastes like lime jello.
Okay, yep, that's what I think it says on the back of the packet.
Okay.
So I have like 4 of these plants growing.
Oh,
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Armenian cucumber is a Persian melon.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I got to get my seeds organized. I kept saying I was going to do it all summer, and it just has
And
not happened.
Wayne said facts after 2021 historic Arctic freeze. Yes, Wayne. I purchased 3 hoop greenhouses. Our weather is crazy now. I learned to be a garden prepper
Yep.
and now plan ahead for crazy weather. Now, yeah,
Yep.
you have to.
Yep. You have to. Yep. You have to.
I mean, we had snow this year, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
You had a lot of snow, not just a little bit of snow. You had a lot of snow.
snow. I was like, I'm not prepared. I was not prepared for snow. Ice, we were used to just like sit there, but what is
What are
that
you
you got,
smelling?
Shirley?
Yeah. What you smelling, Shelly?
Well, before we got on, I took a little road trip to my friend's house, who I co-garden with, and she's also my nutrition coach currently, because she was diabetic and she figured out, her food eating and all of that, and she went from 8 shots of insulin a day to 0. Like,
Awesome.
just
That's
amazing.
amazing.
This is some banana ice cream that she made for me.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
Homemade banana ice cream.
I'm sure it's got protein powder in it.
Of course.
Yeah. And then, of course, fresh bananas.
Okay.
But yeah, because I'm down like, I think I'm down about 5 or 6 pounds, y'all.
There
All
you
right.
go. Baby steps. You can do it.
Yes. This is good.
God desire say I might build a shelter over my citrus trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta protect them.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get my greenhouse because we still haven't built the
You
greenhouse.
got to build the greenhouse. That's right. You got that one.
Yeah, it's still in the garage, but we've been way too busy.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about that today. The hired help and I were
Hi.
talking about that
You need to get
today.
in on his schedule.
Child, we busy folk. We are busy. But this is good.
So, do we have any more questions in the brochure that was
Yeah,
on there?
I
Yeah,
think
that
if
was,
not, maybe we can end early tonight.
yeah, that was it.
That is the list, ladies.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Rashida.
It comes and it goes. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
Any so we've covered
Any
all.
questions
I think
in
we've
the
covered
chat,
everything. I think there's tons
comments?
of people saying hello, Cynthia and Butler family,
mm-hmm.
Leslie, Bertha, Ruth Kelly. Thank you guys. Real Kitchen and
Yeah.
Garden Diva.
Mm-hmm.
There's just all kinds of folks up in our
Yeah.
Let
and
us know what
backyard
you're
garden.
harvesting. Also, feel free to put that in the chat, and
Yeah.
we'll highlight it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
And
our
if you
faithful
guys
ones.
are those who are in the chat, those on the panel, like pay attention to who's commenting in the chat, and let's support them as well. Go and follow their channels also.
Yes.
This is good.
Thank you, Leslie. Yeah. I think
God's desire. I
Like
don't know
this.
if GT Farmer is still on here.
Yep.
And who else? Somebody else, I think, are moderators. We thank you guys so much
Thank you.
for assisting
Yes.
and moderating.
Yeah, I made God's Desire and GT Junior. I'm moderator. Thank y'all.
Yeah, you
See
guys are
y'all
amazing.
comments. I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh,
it's getting off early
Laura,
tonight. It's
Laura
not.
had a question.
Laura has a question.
That's
Let
for
me
you,
find
Cece.
it.
It's at the bottom. Said, what is the purpose of putting your cucumbers in plastic bag with salt? It's to draw out more of the water in it to make your cucumbers more crisp. It's to draw a lot of the water out. So that's what I did when I got my cucumbers. I put them in some kosher salt overnight
Mm-hmm.
in the you don't have to do it overnight, but for a couple hours in a Ziploc bag, and it draws more water out of the cucumbers, so they're making more crisp.
And then you make them
Then
cucumbers.
you do the brown. Then you do
Pickles.
the browns for pickles.
All
Mhm.
right now.
Hmm. Okay.
Thank you, Analytic Garden.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please do
Yes.
jump over to everybody's page if
Thank you.
possible
Thank you.
and hit the like button. Watch it for a little bit. Help our analytics. And we do that for each other as well
Yes.
as you all also.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we are not a group of people who are just here begging you guys to support us. We support you all in return also. So we really, really appreciate when you guys jump on our live with us, follow our channels, leave the comments. We don't take it lightly because there's a
No,
whole lot of YouTubers out there that you guys can be supporting,
absolutely.
and we appreciate you spending these couple hours with us every couple weeks.
I think we good, y'all.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
did.
We
I don't
good.
know if Sheeta Boo is that's my nickname for her, Sheeta Boo. If she feels
Under the
well
weather.
enough to do our closeout.
Come on, ma'am.
I don't know why you can't do it, Shirley.
Well,
Yes.
I
She
don't
wants to
remember it by
copy
heart.
you.
Yeah, I sent Shirley a copy of that years ago.
And I got it written down somewhere, but if I needed to go find it, I couldn't.
Listen, thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We see y'all here in 2 more weeks. I do want you to know that you are blessed. You are highly favored. You're the apple of your father's eye. He is absolutely and positively concerned about you. He thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread. You can cast your cares upon him and know that God cares for you and that he loves you with an everlasting love. And there's nothing and no thing you can do about it. You all have a wonderful and blessed evening, and we'll see you all here later. Bye.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night,
Thank you, Sheeta.
everyone.